Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer. Today's beer is back behind me. It is from McCausland. It is St. Ambroise Black IPA. So this is 6.5% alcohol by volume. I've never been a big fan of black IPAs. Ever since the first black IPA I ever had, which was Flying Monkey's Cascadian Dark Ale. Ever since that beer, I've never really been a fan of black IPAs. I try them all the time in case I find that diamond in the rough for me personally, and I'm like, oh my god, that's good. But I'm going into this knowing that I like the idea of a black IPA. I've just never liked it in practice, which I can say of a lot of things in my life. You know, I liked the idea of one of the women I was dating. Didn't like it in practice. Liked the idea of having sex with certain people. Didn't like it in practice. Liked the idea of certain political beliefs. Didn't like them in practice. So, I mean, lots of things, right? What do we got going on here? Hops: Bravo, Centennial, Cascade, Citra, and Chinook. IBUs 58. Non-filtered. Product of Canada. Return for refund. La Brasserie, McCausland Brewing Inc. St. Ambroise, Montreal, Quebec. Let's do this. As black as the black blood of the earth, full on almost chocolate milk mocha type of head. Look at those bubbles. Snap, crackle, pop is huge. Those bubbles are fading nicely. They're just popping. That is visually very appealing, at least for me. Scent out of the can first. I get a slight bit of grapefruit and a bit of pine. And that's what I'm getting out of the can. So certain hop varieties are up front for me compared to the others. That is a nice kaleidoscope of flavors that are possible. But I mean, some of those hops are basically just bittering hops, not flavoring hops. And that worries me just a little bit with a nice dark roasty type of beer, because that can overpower the bitterness on the back end. And I think that's what I've never really liked about black IPAs, is you get that like burnt black coffee tarry type of taste. And then there's usually Centennial and Bravo and Cascade and all the old school hops that were used mostly for bittering more so than flavor, and they're all there going, let's join with the fucking burnt wood and everything else, and let's just choke you out. And that's what I out of the glass. What's it smell like? The same. Cheers. Okay, you know what? I'm not in love with this beer, but it's nowhere near as bad as what I remember a lot of black IPAs I've had have been. When Marche Touraine offers me a black IPA, I always turn it down. I think this is the first black IPA in 2 years I've had, and I've turned it down because it costs so much money to get beer up here that why would I bring beer that I'm going to hate or might not like? It does have that tannic, burnt, woody flavor that some of them have. It has that like burnt wood, burnt coffee, just burnt. On top of that, very slight piney flavor at the back end. It's not bad, but again, like most black IPAs I've had, It seems to be a one-trick pony, which is just burnt and bitter. I guess that's a two-trick pony, technically. It's two different things coming through. But it's not really for me, but of all the black IPAs I've had, this is probably the most approachable for me personally. Out of 10 on this, a 5. I've had a lot worse beers in my life, and I don't really want to drink it, but I could. Yeah, that's about it. Bye, guys.